Today the Horde wants you dead, and we're gonna create an absolute god of destruction. We get a choice of weapons to begin. I think we're gonna start with the Ravager because it has lots of penetration. And with that, let's defeat the Horde. We've already got a supply crate incoming. Those idiots are running at us fast. I think the supply crate was over there. This is a game where we have a dash, so I should really remember to use that for once. I have a very bad habit of not doing that. Okay, what's in the supply crate? I didn't even know I had stamina, to be honest. These are all common tier upgrades. We'll take some health. What I really wanted was more damage. But I guess we could settle for movement speed. That works too. I guess we have a gun, so as long as they can't catch us, we can just shoot them from a distance. They get very close, but not quite there. We're doing a flat 30 damage so far as well, so that's a nice easy number to keep track of. Now, it's when we level up. Oh, these guys have big swords. We need to get away from these guys. Ooh, here's an uncommon 10% roll distance. Give me that. We're so far a very mobile tank, but we haven't got any damage upgrades, so I'm pretty sad about that. New supply crate coming in. Lands, perfect, give me that. 10% crit damage, I'll take, absolutely. Wait, did that say damage or chance? I should really start reading things. We also have grenades I can use with G. How very awkward. I don't think I have any currently. So far, this is working very well. I just sort of backpedal and shoot, backpedal and shoot. The penetration, I think, is happening a little bit. This guy is super fast. Okay, there's definitely some sprinters that come out of nowhere. That guy was fast. I'm going to take 5% fire rate. Yeah, actually, that's a noticeable fire rate. You see the guy in the upper left? Dark purple? What's he doing? I don't trust this guy. What's he doing? When you see a man crouch behind a wall, you be suspicious. Okay, they're getting quicker. That guy definitely hit me. We're going to need more power. The first rare upgrade we get is for grenade damage. I don't want that. We'll take penetration, which will work well. The enemies do line up, especially as I'm backpedaling. They all get funneled into a nice little row. I played enough Call of Duty Zombies. I think we just threw a grenade. Maybe we auto-throw grenades every once in a while. 20% roll charging speed. That's a rare upgrade. Yeah, I'll take that. Rolling's going to get us out of trouble a lot. There's a new crate down below. That guy's got a shield. Oh, okay. He's going to charge at us. We sidestep and shoot him in the rear. I'm being pushed into a corner. There's 50 max health. We probably want fire rate or damage. We're going to take a little more damage. Should make a little bit of a difference. I don't know if how the math adds up in this game yet. Fire rate might have been a better upgrade for us. Either way, it was an upgrade. HP is slowly getting lower. I don't know what heals me in this, if anything does. Okay, we're just going to roll over here so they can all line up for me. We are getting different color coins on the ground. It's a little bit hard to see. 30% crit chance would be big. We'll probably take that because our crit chance is going to be pretty high, and that'll just mean every once in a while the bigger bullet damage so we can take out the tougher guys that much quicker. I might have to start using the walls to my advantage. Made it to another crate. 20% roll charging speed. Man, that's getting really high up there. But if I can roll my way out of trouble, we'll be unstoppable. Basically a stickman embodiment of an armadillo. Or Sonic. If we just can roll everywhere, nothing will be able to catch us. Whoops. I just picked up something that's maybe healing. One of the, down by my health bar, one of the things is now lit up. Wow, there's a lot going on suddenly. 30% weapon damage is so big. Also need to be able to hit enemies as well. If I miss them, that doesn't do us any favors at all. Can we actually shoot someone? There it is. That might have also been the grenade that someone threw. I just did a crit for 103, but our damage is up to 41. It started at 30, so that's a massive increase. All right, yeah, you guys line right up. Perfect. I really got to watch out for those grenades. I don't know who's throwing them. Legendary penetration. That's my kind of upgrade. I wonder what's beyond legendary. I feel like that's a good find considering we're like 5 minutes into this. Ooh, that guy's quick. He's a motivated stabber, but I am a motivated shooter. That's the 15-minute mark, so we might get something special. I took 10% fire rate there, so that's 10% more DPS. On top of our damage, now I feel like we're getting ahead of the Horde again just a little bit. I gotta watch over the guy down here who's going to tactically grenade us. So we'll tactically shoot him. It's the grenades that keep getting me. I don't know where they come from. I don't see them coming out because I don't know what to look for yet. I haven't made it a habit yet. We did take another crate. 10% fire rate, absolutely. Eventually, we hopefully just have a laser of a gun. Bullets are getting much quicker now. This gun is super firing. There's a grenade. So it's the guy over there. He can just throw them from like anywhere. He's got a super arm for throwing those things. You know what? I didn't go that way, stupid. Eat bullets. Oh, this is a bad spot to be. We're going to roll our way out of there. Oops, almost hit that. That might have hit me, actually. I'm not sure. Okay, we're going to stop getting fancy with things and just shoot them. The best defense is just shooting them. I just threw a grenade there, I think. I think I automatically throw one once in a while. Do I need more penetration? I feel like crit chance would be better. We'll take more penetration. I guess just the higher that goes, the more of a horde we can shoot at once. Wow, look at that guy. He's much bigger. I'm pretty sure there's a crate in the upper right of the level too. Get it? No? So he does a big jumpy attack. Wow, he's got some legs on him. That's super annoying. Oh, we probably want his big coin though. Give me that. I was sure there was a crate somewhere over here, but I clearly was wrong. That's perfectly fine. Maybe they disappear after a while, I'm not sure. There's a lot of grenadiers and another big guy coming out. Oh, right, this is getting harder and harder and harder. Luckily the big guy's nice and slow, so we can sort of react to that fairly safely. And a shield guy, lovely. I'm hoping he just gets AoE'd by a grenade. Whoops, that one definitely got us. If they throw the grenades just right, they're so hard to dodge. Where are those grenades all going? Okay, we'll go down here, dodge. We're okay, this is fine. Just keep backpedaling. Give me the crate. There's a grenade to our that sucks. We'll take 15% crit chance. We're going to try and roll to the right away. Nope, didn't have any rolls left, and we're defeated. But we had almost 500 kills. We got a new map as I throw a grenade out. We feel so slow and we start again. But we're not starting over, we're starting from experience. We're going to take 5% penetration. If I could just get more damage upgrades right away, we'll do much better. And I already got hit by a grenade damage, so good job, me. Max health we'll definitely take. We're clearly going to need more of that because I cannot avoid grenades. I'm not ever turning grenade damage up because that's just going to kill me. Next, we're going to take 5% movement speed. Last time we were starting to get into trouble because we just couldn't get away from them. They're running at me with swords, so obviously having a good set of legs would be to our benefit. The next crate, we're going to take 5% movement speed again, believe it or not. I think we'll find rarer stuff or have it right into a grenade. We're going to have a better chance of rarer stuff the further into this we get. The grenades are just not seeable to me. I'm going to take 5% fire rate. I think we're going to get a bigger bonus than damage if we do it that way.
I have adjusted some of the sliders so that the hordes are going to be a little bit smaller and weaker.
We'll take 10% penetration. I feel like the hordes are going to get really, really big no matter what we do. So I now see it down below. My grenade automatically charges up. And I think once that little meter is full, we just automatically toss one, which is really, really bad for us. We didn't toss one there. If I press G there, we actually manually throw it, but I haven't been pressing G, yet I have been throwing grenades, so I don't know what to make of that. We will make our way over to this crate. I don't want grenade charging speed, I want the very opposite of this. 5% fire rate it is. The grenade might be a problem here. I don't know if I'm right-clicking for some reason or pressing the equivalent of right bumper. Yeah, the button I use to record with is the button that coincides with G, apparently, or right bumper, rather. So every time I try and record a clip, I throw a grenade. So that's super fun for me. We'll just pretend because it's I'm so good at the game that we need to play with a little bit of extra challenge. 10% penetration. I will say it does make it a lot easier that I can one-shot the enemies. Yep, there's another grenade for us. Just can't get enough of those in my face. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, we're good. 25% stamina is actually really big, but fire rate's more so what we want. I'm not sure what stamina is used for. Oh, there's also a sprint button. I wish I knew that the entire time. That would make sense why there's stamina upgrades. I get it now, so we can roll and sprint. That might have saved me a bit of trouble last time. And it will this time. Now we can maybe outrun the grenades just a little more. And no, I can't rebind the keys in case you're wondering. Roll distance maybe? I do like the rolls a lot. The rolls do save me. I can sprint, but I can't shoot while sprinting. So in case you're wondering sometimes why I'm like running weirdly in or around hordes, that's my excuse. I am pretty sad we're still doing base 30 damage though, which seems to be enough. That should maybe heal us, 255. It gave us one healing token. Maybe if we find another one, then it heals us. New supply crate incoming. We are going to fight our way to that. We need to be constantly whittling down the enemies. 50% stamina. 15% damage though. I'm going to take the stamina just because I shouldn't have to take any more stamina upgrades for a while. We're going to be an Olympic marathon runner. The hordes are getting noticeably bigger. Let's not walk into that. We gotta keep an eye out for grenades. There's so much to watch. I would like rerolls. We'll take 10% fire rate for now. That's still going to put our DPS up by quite a bit. Still base 30 damage is not good enough for me though. Yet another supply crate. 30% weapon damage is perfect for us. 40 damage per bullet. We did a big upgrade there. I think the enemies are mostly dying in one shot, but some of them won't be. And the big ones are going to be the problematic ones anyway. Not so much these little ones. Don't know why we can't get around his shield. There it goes. Definitely walk straight into one of my grenades once again. 100 max health is probably going to be good for us. I'm actually going to take that. One day when we actually get some more heals, the health could be back up full and we can feel better about our chances. Wow, that was really, really close. Oh, he's so good at like figure out where we're going. Normally enemies fire like right exactly where you're at. He actually aims for where you're going. Supply crates are coming in nice and quick. Will that land on him? Oh, it did. Nice. +2 grenade charges. There's no quicker way to kill ourselves than with that. That's legendary. We're taking penetration. I don't know how far the penetration goes. Like +20% of what? Is that like an extra 2 penetrates? Is that 20% more through a single person? It's a little up for interpretation as far as I could tell. 12.5 minutes left. We're going strong, even though we just took a grenade to the face. That definitely hurt. And supply crate. 30% crit chance is really nice. Not being able to rebind the keys is really, really going to start to get to me. There's a health token though. How much will that give me? Will that make us full again? Is there a heal button, perhaps? Is that what I'm missing here? Okay, let's kill that guy. And we got to figure out if I can heal myself. Turns out I can. If I press F, yeah, there we go. There's 200 health. I assume that's simply how much they give me. I want to remove grenade options from the game entirely for myself for now. Until I can rebind that, it's pretty bad. We'll take roll charging speed. We do roll a lot. And we're going to need to do those every once in a while to get us in or out of trouble. Already got another crate, so that's a very good sign for us. Killed the guy before he could throw his grenade at us too. 10% movement speed I'm actually going to take. Also because I'm annoyed with like how long it takes to gather around and collect things. And I'll hopefully be able to turn and get away from damage like that and grenades and everything else. If I can accelerate quicker, much better for me. Next upgrade, 15% penetration. I definitely just walked right on top of what I believe was my own grenade once again. That's, wow, they're so bouncy, those stupid grenades. They're so hard to get away from. I'm like a grenade magnet. That's okay. Grenades or not, we're gonna be okay as I walk right into my own grenade for the 34th time. I'm going to actually heal up here just so I feel a little better about myself. They're so good at throwing grenades. It's actually really, really hard to dodge. Like if you're going somewhere in one direction, they will land a grenade very close to you. Basically what I'm saying is we got to prioritize the grenade guys first. We see them anywhere on the map, they've got to die immediately. And then I've still got to dodge my own grenades, which is its own unique challenge. Another 10% weapon damage. I need to be able to try and kill everyone in one shot. I'll have a much better chance of success that way. New supply crate coming my way. Don't walk into any of that. Did I just throw a grenade? I'm so paranoid now. I think there's always a grenade near me. We'll take another 10% weapon damage. 46 base damage now, which is plenty, it seems. Still enough to one-shot most things. I don't think we've seen any of those big guys this time around. And there's another medical charge, which is good, because when I was picking that up, we walked onto our own grenade once again. There's a little grenade rascal here who is blowing up his friends. Get back here, you little rascal. Got him. There's a new one up top, though. We're going to run up to him. Bet he didn't see this play coming. Die. Another crate. I haven't found too many legendaries. We'll take another 10% damage again. 49, so that maybe only scales in the base value. Like we started at 30, so 10% will forever be 3 extra damage. The damage for now seems more than adequate. With the enemy's health as low as it is, we can for the most part one-shot them. And that's really helpful to me. An epic 30% crit chance is not a bad upgrade at all. I'm not currently sure what a crit chance is at. I'm not seeing a ton of crits. None of those were crits. Considering how many crit chance upgrades we've taken so far, you'd think we'd be seeing more. But we'll just keep upgrading things and eventually we'll get to 100% everything. It feels like a race for these crates sometimes. 50% crit chance again? Yeah, we might as well. Eventually if that's 100%, it's just pure crits, so we're doing whatever it is, 2.5 times damage. Got another supply kit coming in. Yeah, we got the grenade guy before he was able to do anything too damaging. 15% fire rate, yes please. That's an upgrade you can really feel. We'll take fire rate over damage for a while, considering I think we're one-shotting enemies anyway, so we just need more of those bullets getting out there. Okay, here's our first big guy we've seen in quite some time. Yeah, we actually put him down really quick, but our DPS is reasonably high right now. New supply crate, hopefully full of 3 legendary choices. Uncommon fire rate it is, but that's still 10% faster.
Which means all the more bullets flying out there, destroying everyone.
Okay, we gotta dodge all of that. Those guys just got wrecked by a grenade. That's when a grenade feels good. It's the first time a grenade's been a helper to me. I'm actually gonna heal up right now. We got a spare med kit as it is, so we can sit here full health for a while and look like we're good at the game. Really starting to paint the ground a nice shade of red. Another supply crate. I just sort of want to thin out the area before getting that. 30% grenade damage. Absolutely not. 10% more damage. Not that we needed that, but we might also start hitting stronger enemies. I don't know what that was. That was just a complete panic jump into the line of fire. But we'll start hitting stronger enemies, so the extra damage will do something for us. Crits are up to 130 at this point, which is more than enough to kill these guys. That guy is good for the higher damage, because if a bullet actually gets through, they tend to die real quick. 15% fire rate, I will take that. Maybe eventually we could just sit still in a center, and no one will be able to get to us. Oh wait, that guy did. So that theory we can throw out the window pretty firmly, but this fire rate feels so good. There's another big guy. We got a grenade sort of on him too. We're going to step away from all that. Yeah, we put him down nice and quick. We are going to take 10% more penetration. It's hard to see in the hordes if the bullets are really going through. I assume they are to some degree. This is the kind of thing I've been looking for the entire time. Epic weapon. Legendary must be 40 or 50 then. We need more of those. We're now up to 61 base damage, so we're over double where we started. We are really consistently getting a whole horde of zombies, and upgrades are definitely further apart than they used to be. So we do need to be very strategic. I'm so annoyed by choices like this. We'll take 10% roll distance. I realize they're useful, but they're not that exciting. I want damage and fire rate only. In the same way, I only want to consume chocolate and caffeine. It's not good for me, but it's what I want. Made my way to the next crate, and 10% penetration it is. Next crate again, another 10% crit chance. We're still not seeing that many crits considering how many of those we've gotten. I'm pretty sure we should have like a 60% crit chance at least, but we're certainly not landing that many. Basically, I have no idea. But what else is new, I suppose? Wow, that guy was moving. I get 2 med packs, so I'm going to use one now. We can, now we have a space to open anyway, so we're full health. We did so good. We didn't get hit once the entire time. Supply crate incoming. I did just get hit by my own grenade, so that's a fun way to celebrate. Oh, look, 30% crit chance, an imaginary number. Yeah, we'll take that, whatever. Maybe it's 30% on top of the number that was already there. So if it's like 50%, it's now up to 65%. You survived the horde. Oh, I didn't realize I killed the grenader. We did it. That means we can increase the challenge level while still keeping horde size and horde health down. And we got new guns. These are green tier, the defender. Yeah, we're going to use the defender to defend ourselves. What I learned there is fire rate matters a lot. I wonder if we're also quicker with this gun. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, the range is definitely much shorter. We're also on challenge tier 2. I don't actually know what that means. Maybe more idiots or more types of idiots. And we're starting out with nothing fun. We'll take 5% penetration. I assume an SMG doesn't penetrate as hard initially. 10% weapon damage we'll take. We already got a pretty good fire rate. So weapon damage is going to be good. More fire rate is always welcome though. We're getting so many supply crates, they're starting to stack up. Don't really care for any of these. Penetration, I suppose. 5% weapon damage. Can't have too much of that. What was the weapon damage? 37. So actually the weapon damage is really sturdy already. I'm definitely not going to get the lecture killing enemies from a long ways away. 5% weapon damage probably is the one we want there. So far with what we got, we're able to just decimate absolutely everyone. 10% weapon damage again. There's been a crate down here for like 40 minutes. Haven't been able to get to it. 5% weapon damage. We're already hitting for 43. And I'm already setting a new record for how many grenades I can land on. Plus, that guy's about to start throwing grenades at me super annoyingly. 10% more damage. So let's get down there and get to him, get ourselves behind a wall. 50 max health we're actually going to take at this point because all those options, none of those are that useful. More health is going to give me a little bit more freeboard to step on a few more of my own grenades and walk into whatever that was. Pure dopamine filled upgrades. We're going to take 10% penetration. 46 damage at this fire rate seems almost unfair so far. But we still got a long ways to go. I wonder if you can just keep going, get like a laser beam of a gun. I want rerolls and I also want eliminations. I want to be able to eliminate basically everything here. We'll take max health for now because the longer we can survive, the more upgrades we will get, especially when I'm doing that. That's also Grenade Man. If the game was smart, it would just throw like 2 Grenade Men at me at once and I would be completely screwed. Those guys are so accurate with those things, but he's about to expose himself. Next upgrade, another 10% damage. I haven't taken any speed upgrades, I don't think yet. Whoops. I can go into a menu for half a second and then I completely lose all situational awareness. Look at them. They're like a sniper with those grenades. That's insane how good they are at those. I've just used my med kit as well to put my health back up. I just feel a lot better when I'm not on the verge of death constantly. We got the Grenade Man right away. Wow, okay, now things are getting intense. Yay, look at all these high quality upgrades. We'll take movement speed probably out of there. It would probably be to my benefit to move. And the next one, another 10% damage. So that's definitely getting up there. 53 damage already. Is there anything that increases the rarity of upgrades? I would love one of those. No, just 10% more damage. That's also fine. The coins over here are blue. The one over there is silver. And I think maybe slightly bigger. It's hard to see from way over here. I kind of want to go grab that. Oh, the Grenader drops a silver one. We'll take 20% roll distance. I feel like that could be helpful. Another supply crate coming in. Wow. I was looking at everyone but the grenade standing under me. We'll take another 10% fire rate. Damage feels pretty good. Again, we just need the bullets actually getting out there. So he's killed most of his friends. More grenaders. Okay, there's a lot of grenaders on the board. I gotta focus up here for a sec. Yep. Hello? Surprise? Oh, that's not a grenader. That's one of the big guys who just got grenaded. And we're gonna get out of there. Get these guys. Get the big guy finished off and take his big gold coin. That's mine now. There's also not a grenade for absorbing resources from further away, like a magnet upgrade. Our health is actually starting to get down there a little bit. I need to get some more medkits. This is a lot more challenging. I didn't realize I had a crate sitting over there as well. Things get very chaotic, so it's hard to keep up with everything happening. 20% roll distance, I guess. It's getting so big over there. It doesn't feel that much bigger. I shouldn't have tested it there. Do we want roll charging speed to match that? Probably. Considering we're going to need to roll more to get in and out of danger. Plus, I want to be able to show it off frequently. Can the crates land closer to me? I'm so tired of having to walk constantly. Wow, don't touch all those. 20% movement speed is a big one. That puts me nearly to at least the full bar. I don't know if that's as high as I can go, but that's a big one for a single upgrade. That's also why I want a lot more legendaries too. They're worth like 1,000 of the little ones. Okay, we gotta stop landing on grenades and start getting some health back. My pink little rampager can't take too many more grenades. Okay, there comes another big guy. That's good though, because he'll drop something good for us. Yeah, he's dead. He died really quick, actually. It'd be interesting at the end if we could see a breakdown of where the damage comes from, because I'm pretty sure like 115% of it comes from my grenades. Well, out of all these, we're going to take a little bit more roll distance, because I'm not taking more grenades. One more crate. That guy's charging up on me. Everything here, I'm going to take more health, because clearly health is a finite resource for me. I was hoping that would also heal me and give me 100 health. It did not. It just gave me more potential for health. Grenade Boy did drop a med pack though, so we're going to eat that right away, and to celebrate we're going to set on our own grenade. With our rate of fire especially, penetration really isn't a big deal, because by the time the guy's dead, the next bullet's right behind to hit the guy behind. What do we want here? Perhaps weapon damage? There's also a grenade guy right here. I'm going to murder. Oh, that was a smart grenade, but he blew up all his friends. The 10-minute mark? This was a long 10 minutes. That grenade really hurt. 10% crit chance. Our crit chance is currently whatever that is. So there's 10 bars here. So I think we're currently to say, let's call it 18% crit chance. 30% should be 1.8 times 3 on top of that. And that looks about right, but we're going to end up in a 22% crit chance, we'll call it. 1 in 5, which is, that was a good compensation on his part. He knew where I was going. The enemies in this game are really smart, especially compared to me. Okay, we got him dead. We lost a lot of HP there. Wow, this is getting intense again. So many enemies. I trust in the quality of my build. What might let us down are my thinking abilities. 30% crit chance on top of that. So that's actually going to add quite a bit. That's going to add like 13%. Although movement speed is going to bring me pretty much to max as far as I can tell. And that's going to be important. That way I can just stay back from all of these guys. If I can move quickly, I actually have a much better chance of avoiding damage. This is starting to get intense in some little pockets like this. So we should be able to get around him nice and easy. There's just going to be loot everywhere for a while. He's also boring. Roll charge speed. I guess that is important though. We do like to roll a lot. And it is a shame when you go to roll and there's no roll there for you. Out of all of these, we'll take another 5% damage. Which brings us up to 61. Whoops. So we've gone way up in damage. Okay, that really hurt. Okay, this is the point where we really could get really hurt very quickly. Especially when we're chasing the grenaders around. Okay, once we get the grenade guys, we can take a breath and calm for a sec. But we still need to watch out for them. Okay, there's a health kit we badly need. Grenade guy we got. Stay back in the grenade. Yeah, we can lure them into a corner. Our damage is really good, but we can always take 10% more. I'm becoming more aware of the fact that damage really isn't helping us at all right now. We need like mobility, movement, more health, but I'm still going to take damage. It's glass cannon or nothing. 10% crit chance? Sure. This would actually be really, really hard without the sliders turned down. Like, look how many enemies there are. It's just a non-stop assault right now, which is absolutely good for our upgrades, but it's really, really hard to like stay alive. I'm going to take 50 max health, give us just a little more wiggle room to make mistakes like that where we take 2 obstacles to the face. Our movement speed was good enough. I could actually backpedal away from the big guy and kill him actually really, really quickly. Maybe it's penetration that I'm lacking at this point. As sad as that is to say, mow them down over here. There's a crate up there, a long lost crate. 50% fire rate's big. You can really feel that one as I once again step onto my own grenade. 75 more max health. If we find a few more medkits, those will come in handy. This extra fire rate actually is making quite a difference. Yes, I see him. Die, grenade man. DPS feels good at this point. We are mowing down even giant hordes of these guys. There's 30% penetration. That's a considerable size upgrade. We'll go ahead and take that. I just took all sorts of damage from all sorts of things because I was chasing around these stupid grenade men. There's a lot of them coming in now. It's like the 5-minute challenge hurdle. We should be able to kill Big Boy fairly quickly. 10% more crit chance. That's a lot more DPS going out. Yeah, we wrecked him. We can't get through a shield anyway. We'll take out all of them. Shield boy will circle around and we'll get him right here. The horde is getting so big. There's even multiple shield guys coming at us. Every time we turn around, there's a new horde running at us. Luckily, we're for the most part able to just blast right on through. Okay, we gotta get these guys. They're really starting to annoy me. Okay, all of them are dead. Now we can take out this whole line of idiots. Easy peasy. Another 10% weapon damage. I'm not sure that's doing much for us at this point, but I don't care. It just feels right. I've actually got to walk around and collect all the debris fields right now. Whoops. That one definitely hurt. I have a medkit. Not even sure where I picked it up at this point. We're going to use it. All right, there's also a big guy. We definitely want to take him out because he will be problematic. Big gold coin for us. Another supply crate incoming. It's about to land. We're killing so many of these guys. Oh, you shouldn't have 15% fire rate. It's going up again. That's another noticeable difference, which means we're able to sit all the more comfortably. Oh, I thought there was going to be fire rate. We'll take another 10% damage. 70 damage. 70 damage per bullet. Look how many bullets are going out. Whoops. Yeah, we want to dodge all that. 3 minutes left. They're just a constant barrage of idiots on me now. But there's another 15% fire rate. I think the game knows what I want at this point. A legendary one would be better, so, you know, feel welcome. The fire rate's already so fast. 50% on top of this would be so good. Come on, legendary. There is 30% penetration, which is obviously pretty good. I think that about maxes out what this weapon build is capable of. We can't penetrate his shield, but we can penetrate his friends. 30% weapon damage. That's so unnecessary, but I want it. So what are we hitting for now? 80. 80 damage. That's probably enough to one-shot basically everything except the big guys. And that's going to be helpful for us. We definitely still need fire rate more. I feel like some kind of heroic last stand. It's a final battle of 300. There's just idiots flying everywhere. Everyone's dying, and I'm just sitting there trying to defend myself to the bitter end. Green upgrades? I don't want green upgrades. 10% damage is still pretty good. Yeah, so it's still only giving 10% of the initial 30, which is still fine. Supply crate incoming. I was hoping it would land on a big whole bunch of them, saving a few bullets. There's a legendary upgrade after all this time. Crit chance. That puts me from like 29 up to 40%. Obviously wildly necessary at this point, considering we're already one-shotting everything. 208 crit damage. Also, there's a health token on the ground, but there's also a big guy running at us who we killed midair. We're already getting so much damage out there. First time I fought one of those, it took forever. Now we just gotta clean up the mess. Right, before I do that, what did we got? Okay, 15% crit chance, I suppose. Yeah, that's fine. All right, you know what? I think I win. 2,000 kills.